Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Castle Rock, Colorado, where we are here to kick off the NSC Youth postseason. Our 13U athletes are getting their last look at the course, and we are ready to find out which 7 athletes are ready to make it to the NSC Youth Finals in Minnesota. I'm Chris DeGangi, joined alongside Ryan Stratus. Strat, how are we feeling?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to lovely Ninja Intensity here. Always fun to be back at this location. And we'll see how these athletes perform today. Some cool obstacles out there. The no delay belay, probably my favorite one in the hybrid round. And yeah, they've got their work cut out for them. The difficulty has been increased progressively throughout the weekend.
Well, yesterday was a really fun day. I mean, starting with the 9U, we saw Noelle Lynch only clear on the girls' side. We saw in the 9U Open Division 3 burnout clears right off the bat to the course designers' chagrin. They were not excited about it. And then the 11U continued. I mean, a battle. Devin Sanders, Tyler Bowers battling down to the end. Christian M. Nelson went from 9th in the hybrid to the podium.
Got that
really
burnout
exciting
clear,
stuff.
Yeah. Super fun, man. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Good way to kick things off for the postseason. Then we get a little breather and then right back to it a couple weekends in a row. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Always a pleasure to bring these live to y'all on YouTube. And, yeah, y'all chime into the chat, share the video around. Definitely appreciate it. We've got action coming y'all's way here in just a second.
Yeah, fun day yesterday. Not to mention 11U girls, Scarlett Gunther, another clean sweep. Very, very rare to see that. And so we are going to see how things shake out here for the 13U girls. They're going to kick things off here today. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the run order before we go down to the floor. And we will take a look.
Mr. Feinberg out there on the course designers along with Caden. They've been helping reset, keep things moving smoothly out here at Ninja Intensity. And Mr. Bellion, head judge, standing by for the 6 athletes here.
Yeah, 6 athletes here in this sectional, a couple last-minute drops, and so we're down to 6, but these athletes going to be very, very exciting to watch. Championship-caliber athletes from last year, and so we will get things started here. We're going to go down to the floor. Michael Bellion is going to take it away, our head judge.
All right, Paisley Skanky going to lead the charge, coming out of Hit Squad Ninja. 13 years old, ready to rock and roll, 6 years of experience. Hybrid round. Her favorite style, of course, is to run. Chatted a little bit with some of the athletes before things got underway this morning. They said they were a little nervous about that first obstacle being that balance tank, but we're good to go. Won't see too many balance tanks thrown in the mix, especially as the first obstacle, but we're going to smoothly make our way through the rings. We're heading down to that static balance line. Be a little tricky. Most ninjas train a lot of fast balance, requiring you to sprint across, but Paisley not having any issues so far. Single ring swings make it a little difficult to find your swing direction, but we're going straight and steady here. And 2 out of line for Paisley, and here's a first look at the no delay belay. They have to get up high That ring is on a auto belay. It's going to start dropping immediately. You have to carry it forwards with that other ring that's on a magnet to stop your descent on that sky hook, and then travel across with that ring in hand to another hook. 3 tries. What they get per obstacle. They have to clear an obstacle before moving on. Try number 2. Hard fall for Paisley. Losing track of that top ring. This was a big stopping point for a handful of athletes yesterday. Paisley, cross-country runner. Get through this one. Not going to get it, but that's okay. Got speed and burnout coming up. Athletes will be taking on all 3 rounds. Coaches out there trying to give some last minute guidance. Arlo Briner standing by, coming out of the Grip Ninja in Utah. Just over a year of experience. We're swinging our way through. Where's the Grip? Popular gym out there in Utah. We had a qualifier there a handful of years ago. Working our way around the balance, keeping steady, leaning into the curve. Find that dismount A-OK. The tricky part about this single ring lache, as you can see, they will slide back and forth on the bar. Will affect that swing technique. No problems for Harlow. Another attempt here on that no delay belay. Up and over, plenty of height. Trick for that one is you want to be able to grab almost both rings at the same time. So you have to get that height for the first one. Then quickly find that ring in front to move it onto that front hook. And it is a challenging move, a pretty unique move as well. We've seen up for grabs type obstacles that you have to grab a magnetized obstacle and put it on a hook or a cradle. But nothing that impedes your progress on an auto belay. And the body position was there. We just couldn't find the move to get the hook in place.
Yeah, and that's a tough start. This auto belay is a really tricky move. It really comes down to how fast can you get that ring onto that hook.
Dylan Nasco standing by, also out of the hit squad gym. Making our way on to the rings now. Made it to the youth championship last season. Took 3rd at her sectionals. 4th overall at Worlds for Fina. 2nd in the Ninja versus Ninja and 2nd in speed. Fina. Working our way on to the ring swings. Off to the side a little bit, but goes for the static reach. Bypassing the need to make a lache. Moving through quickly to this point. Not to get that height built up. Going for it. Gets the ring in hand, but fumbles it a little bit trying to get the ring in the right hand position to find that hook. Plays volleyball outside of Ninja. Also enjoys escape rooms. done one of those in a while. This is obstacle course, almost like an escape room as you're trying to get to that buzzer at the end and couldn't find it in time on the descent. One last try. Building up that swing, 2 hands on, and we make it happen. Taylor, not quite out of it yet. It's the skyhook move. Just needs to find the dismount off to the side. It's a shared platform, gotta land it and then hold on tight for the Colorado pipeline. So first one through the no delay belay.
Yeah, that's massive. Able to figure that out.
Oh, you can see how wobbly this balance line is. Difficulty increase here. From the earlier age divisions, they had a few hanging obstacles in the middle of the track that could help their balance. But no, not going to get it on try two. We got one last attempt. 3:15 time limit. This one feels more like a slack line, so it's tough to sprint across. All connected. You that front and back safety line, and nicely done. Taylor able to figure it out after 2 quick falls.
Yeah, that's so massive. Taylor moving on now. 15 seconds, enough time to probably get through this obstacle.
See what
3 to go.
Cane Tech's going to look like. Goes for it. Not quite able to hold on. It's an aggressive drop, but battles through to the later portions of the course. Nice job, Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's going to be a little bit bummed about having to take some of the fails there, but honestly, it's a great run showing her ability to fight through some of the mistakes and figure things out on the fly there. Madeline Crinker-Choi.
Coming out of the movement lab out in San Dimas, California. Staying relaxed, going for a quick transfer off the rings. Plays volleyball and track. Arnold Hernandez, her coach. A longtime A&W athlete. Madeline's been in the top 10 finishing position at the first 2 seasons of the NSC Youth, so a veteran in NSC Youth format.
Yeah, she's been competing in NSC Youth for a little while now, and she's also getting taken on the pro courses. She's one of these athletes to watch here.
More swing feeling. She needs to get that swing nice and straight before going for the dismount. Knows how important it is to get to this point without any falls. You get through this on your first try. Now get her through. A little higher on that leaderboard without any falls. And we get this skyhook move now. Up and over.
Yeah, and sometimes all it takes, Strat, is to see somebody else clear an obstacle to put the confidence into the field.
Yeah, that's the benefit of going later. Gives you that extra confidence boost. Trying to get steady here before attempting the cross. Ooh, and you can see how quick it goes. Seen some athletes try to hold on to that balance rope to help with their balance all the way down. Finding their footing as they go. Little steady, steady, steady. The lean back too much, center of gravity. Just off to the side. Another unique balance. You don't see too many that are like variations of a slack line, but this feels very close to a slack line. It's almost a slower type balance obstacle. Very different than what you typically see at Ninja Intensity, and there we go.
Yeah, and the common denominator there between Madeline and Taylor, the attempt that they were successful, They moved quick.
Yeah, got to have those crisscross steps figured out. Going for that cane toss. Hold on tight, nicely done. And now they've got that next cane they can utilize to help cane crossing to the finish. Madeline, 15 seconds, got to get to that dismount. Locks in another point.
Well, she's only got 5 seconds here. Gonna have to move quick.
It's that first ledge, but time runs out. There's one more tiny ledge grab to the dismount and one more obstacle after that, but starting to see a little more of this course unfold. Great run from Madeline.
Two athletes to go here.
Haven Gismar standing by. Coming out of Florida. Trained by Flip Rodriguez and Megan Budway.
Yeah, Haven, unbelievably talented. Course designers all trying to make sure we put a hard enough burnout together later on for her. It's very good grip strength.
Multiple championships already under her belt. Being a world champion. The 9U in 2023, 11U 2025. WNL as well, making quick work of the Lachey line. See if Haven can figure this out. First try. No delay belay. Got to get that height, feeling like she needs one more swing to be sure about it, but misses the ring on try one.
Yeah, just fumbles the ring there.
Outside of Ninja says she's working on her own business, her own company, Full Clear Performance, hoping to become a young entrepreneur. Up and over, went for that same timing of a grab, tried to grab both rings at the same time.
Yeah, just having a little bit of trouble with the coordination aspect. Her body position actually looks pretty good. She's high enough. Just missing that catch on the magneted ring there. This would be a shocking exit here.
Oh, no, and just couldn't figure out that move up to that top ring.
Yeah, I mean, here's the first attempt here.
I mean, it's three different things you really got to look for. That first one you have to grab on the belay line, that second ring, and then finding that hook all within a short amount of time before that belay takes you down out of reach. Not an easy move. Abigail Martinez on the move now. Defend the home turf here at Ninja Intensity.
Known as Bagel here in the Ninja Intensity gym.
Bagel.
She's got Bagel on the back of the jersey there.
All right, let's see what we got here on the balance. No problem so far. Using the arms to help counterbalance as we walk our way through. Good static reach and just stay straight arm to find a quick dismount. Fast to that point.
Abigail competed in the 11U division last year. She was second place in the West Sectional.
Quick move makes it happen. And we're out of there just like that. Takes the landing, and here we go. And we keep moving through without any falls. Balance will be tested. Picks up the pace, goes to the safety line there at the end, rope in hand, and we're through it on one. Took first place at the mini bucket competition. So they've got another bucket of chalk comp coming up, Bucket Mania. Coming up in August. The young athletes love training and competing here at Ninja Intensity. As Abigail, no problem on the cane lane. So far, so good with plenty of time to spare. Checking the time, catching her breath a little bit. Holds the record as the youngest person to get the double dipper and the salmon ladder here at Ninja Intensity. So not afraid of the heights and some of the more challenging obstacles. Tiny ledge to try to hold on to.
Yeah, it's a small ledge, but there is another hold on the backside as well. So if she can hit the ledge and get her hand around to the backside, she might be able to stick the landing.
Second attempt. Saw she was shaking her hand a little bit. That small ledge, not the most forgiving on the tendons and the fingertips. Checking her hands again. Hopefully we don't have any calluses that have ripped open this early. We'll have about 15 seconds by the time we jump back up there. Launching our way up. Back swing matches, front grip. Tries to go for a switch grip grab to alleviate some of that pressure. Great run. He's sitting in first. And again, she's going to go run out. Chat with our first place athlete right now. It's going to be Abigail. Making it that far the quickest without any falls. See, she's really wincing in pain a little bit, so hopefully she's okay.
All right, we'll come over this way. And you can stand right here. Our camera's that way. Give it up for Abigail! All right, we're standing by Abigail, just getting off the course. How you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hard course?
Yeah, it's tiring.
Yeah, talk to me just a little bit about the auto belay obstacle, one of the tougher obstacles we saw on the course. Just what was your strategy going into it?
I don't know. I just kind of shot through it a little bit and reached around pretty quickly.
Close your eyes, hope for the best.
Basically, yeah.
Well, easily the cleanest we saw on the balance as well. This is a really tricky obstacle. Obviously, we saw some fails there. How did you feel as you got through that balance?
I was just trying to stay as steady as possible, and then I just jumped for the end. I'm trying not to fall.
And then the cliff. So nobody through the cliff. Talk me through the cliff a little bit, and what did it feel like getting your hands on that second ledge?
It was tiny, especially at the end of a course. It was hard. I kept jamming my fingers, so that wasn't the best, but it was hard.
Well, we got speed and burnout coming up. Which one are you looking forward to more?
Both are fun, so I think burnout though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Abigail. Nicely done. Great job taking first.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Well, holding down things for the Ninja Intensity team here at the home turf. 2 more courses to go as things are going to get modified a little bit for the open division. Take a look at the leaderboard here, brought to you by Bucket of Chalk. You can follow along on the website as well, ninjasportnetwork.com. Want to follow the leaderboard there.
Yeah, pretty tough, Strat. I don't know.
Challenging course, man. It's a tough one.
Balance, dude.
Yeah. That slack line type obstacle throwing them off a little bit, and that no delay belay, that definitely took out majority of the field at the start.
Yeah, I mean, the no delay belay is a really tough obstacle because it really depends on how you attack it. And if you go for the auto belay, you're going to drop really quickly. The success that we saw were the athletes who sort of shot through the auto belay, grab the ring quick. But
boom, boom.
If you shoot just for the auto belay, you're going to drop pretty fast. But yeah, interesting to see. No clears, unfortunately. Course designers overcooked this one a little bit, but
Tough to dial it in every time just right.
well, we did have Emily Wilkes and Scarlett and Rhea, the top 3 11U athletes, come in and try to test for us a little bit, and blame them.
Right. It's always fun when you have the younger division trying to set the difficulty for the older ones, see how they would stack up against the field. But nah, definitely, I know they always stay late at night, after day one, getting a little extra play time on the obstacles. Here you go. Here's how things shake up right now. Abigail at the top, Madeline and Taylor, your top three. Top seven will be moving on to the championship, so every athlete's going to have a guaranteed spot, but how they stack up here is going to really affect their run order at the championship. Still really important for them to perform their best here today.
Yeah, so while the 13U Open Division athletes take a last look at the course, we will be right back. Champions aren't built in just one place. They're built at home, outside, and in gyms. Wherever you train, however you train, we will help prepare you for your next podium. Ninjas Due Nord, we've got you covered. And boy, did they have us covered during NSC Elimination Season 2. They came out with a really cool axe obstacle that put the athletes to the test during NSC Elimination Season 2. So go ahead and check out Ninjas Due Nord. They put together really cool custom holds, custom obstacles. So check them out.
So once again, it'll be Japanese, front, UFO, back, bar,
Started at home. Built by a family who lives this sport. A family willing to build for the next generation of ninjas. Not just to build obstacles, but to build confidence, courage, and determination. Because today's grit becomes tomorrow's greatness. Family built, ninja strong.
And we are about to get underway here for the Open Division. Let's take a quick look at the run order. Charlie Mackey going to be in that pole position, ending things here for the hybrid round. Run order will be slightly different for the prelim speed round. Basically, the athletes are grouped in their positions for how they qualified in the qualifying round. So all the first place athletes through qualifiers are grouped at the end, and they're randomized together. Second place just before them, third just before them. And within those groupings, their run order will be opposite for speed. So Charlie's running last among all the first place qualifiers here in the hybrid, and so he'll run first among all the first place qualifiers in speed. That's how it will work for all the sectionals if you're following along or competing in a future sectional.
Yeah, try to map out that visualization. Some folks like running early. Some folks prefer to run a little later. I didn't mind running earlier towards the later portion of my career, like very, very early on. I was like, no, I need to go later. Too much stress. Back in the early days of A&W when we had 2 days worth of qualifying, we were always shooting for that second day. That way you knew what time you had to beat in order to make it into the top 30. Kind of goes back to that a little bit nowadays in A&W, since they've got to take the fastest times to move on into the next round. Andy Lilly going to be stepping up right now.
Yeah, so Andy Lilly running first here. He qualified 5th place, so he's among the 5th place qualifiers here, and just signed up for the competition yesterday, decided to fly out. They called and said, hey, we last minute change of plans. Can we get in? So
that's dedication right there, man.
Yeah, we will see. Wanted to book the flights and come out here, and knew he was going to be running early. He'll run first here in the prelim hybrid, second in the prelim speed. There's another 5th place qualifier, so they'll swap spots.
Coming out of the Ultimate Ninja franchise. Got a little off-axis rings now. These are a little more challenging to get to. You can see they're trying to grab and recenter it.
Yeah, the goal is to sort of swipe the ring to the middle to keep things lined up.
Nice.
This is a throwback to the very first NSC that we ever had. NSC qualifier number 1 at Ninja Intensity, put together by Ethan Swanson and the boys here at Ninja Intensity, Max and Caden.
Andy going for a little beta break there, going straight through the magnetized ring. Might make it happen. I think he might be able to make this happen if he gets a big enough swing with enough momentum going forwards.
Yeah, but just remember, we saw a lot of peel outs on that hook strat.
It's a shallow hook, man. Yeah, that's twice now. Hasn't even attempted the belay.
Yeah, and Andy is a long competitor. You can see he's tall. He's got good reach. I'd like to see him go to the belay. I think he'd be able to do it easily, honestly.
He's cheating over off center a little bit. Oh, no, man. The game plan just didn't pan out for him.
And it's so tough when you're the first runner. You just don't have a lot of information. Your plan can always change as you see more competitors go. And unfortunately there, Andy, 2 attempts with an aggressive strategy. Try to dial it back on the 3rd attempt, but just a little too late there. But he'll get speed.
Yep.
$14 competitors here in the 13U. 10 will move on, so 4 will not get to advance.
Yeah, we'll have to really turn up the speed. Try to help that leaderboard position. Aaron Carr is standing by, another athlete out of the Ultimate Ninjas gym out in Anaheim Hills. Been a really active kid all his life. Hasn't stopped climbing and running around. Really loves Ninja as we swing our way through. Good little shade tech there to get to that middle ring. Almost 13 years old. Ended up on his birthday just taking the top 25 spot in a men's division at a Disneyland 10K.
Okay.
Just out on your vacation for your birthday, just going to go ahead and jump into a long distance run, but right now, not having any issues with the sideways rings. As we stare down the line for this no delay belay. Shorter athlete here will have to get a lot of height. See how he maps this out. 2 hands on, almost got it.
That was a really good attempt, Strat. You could see 2 hands on the top ring, which is fine. It did drop quickly for him, but he almost was able to get the second ring on the skyhook.
See how he can adjust back a little bit on the back swing. There's a bar that's behind them. He's trying to build up that momentum. Might have impeded his swing slightly. Third and final try. Up and over, and he dials it in. Now pressure's on, shallow hook. Up and out, finding that sky hook right away. Kieran stays alive. Went up on just about a minute. Test those Olos on the balance line. Colorado pipeline here. Looking for a little extended use of that rope at the start to help. But as soon as you let go, start to feel that entire structure move under your own weight. It gets a little easier to balance once you get to the center. And pick up that speed once again to get to the rope and get out of there. 30 seconds. Kieran's got to get through these canes. Big drop and then take that cane with you the rest of the way. Straight into it. But the drop down not quite there. Highly technical obstacle line here with all the cane moves. See the high grab that he has on that cane to allow some easier releases from that structure that you're hanging from, but just out of time. 6 obstacles cleared and 2:43 for Kieran.
Yeah, just a quick look. Really nicely done. Nice and patient there. Gets up really high.
Alexander Craig standing by, coming out of the Quintal Ninja Gym. On we go through the balance tank. Working our way across quickly. Saw his sister compete yesterday. Looking for balance line here. Also train out of Kid Wonder Gym. San Diego's looking for an experienced coach, so if you're a coach looking for a job at a ninja gym, check out Kid Wonder. And for that sideways dismount, no problem for Alex. Back swing into it, 1 then 2. That's the way you want to do it.
Yeah, really nicely done there, but now got to make the sky hook move.
Up and out, nice job. That's probably the most nerve-wracking portion of that obstacle once you get through that quick move on the no delay belay. Little sideways shimmy. On that tension, back and forth, leaning forward. A little too much. Competed at the world's level for UNAA, FINA, and WNL, along with the Premier Series. Took the title at the Bucket of Chalk 5.0 for the 12U division. Leaning with it, staying steady. And again, right there in the center.
Yeah, and the success that we've seen has kind of come from athletes moving quick on this. As soon as you slow down and stop your momentum, it's really tough to save here. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Yeah, Alex, keep moving. Go, 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 go.
Ooh, looking locked in.
Yeah, don't slow down.
No, dude, it's so nerve-wracking once you're out there. All right, cane drop into that ring propeller. Pauses and holds.
Alexander looking really good here.
Less than 30 seconds. Tension's high here. We saw some athletes go for the dismount. It's a little off axis, but we figured it out. Nicely done. Big Lachey coming up for Alexander to the top, and not quite there. But fought through that near miss on the balance line. He's pretty hyped up about that.
Yeah, I think it's a great run, something he should definitely be proud of. You can see here just at the end, kind of a desperation throw. He knew he was short on time. Didn't quite line it up. If he had a little bit more time, I think he would have taken an extra second there, but really nice run from Alex, especially to battle through that balance there. Roscoe Fuller up next.
Another Ninja Intensity athlete. Youngest of 4 siblings. Colorado local, rocking the Bucket of Chalk t-shirt. So we're swinging through. Stay nice and relaxed as we work our way into the balance line. Enjoy skiing in the wintertime. You gotta have fancy footwork for that sport. I can hike in the snow, but when it comes to sliding down the slopes,
Strat,
won't see me out there, that's for sure.
Strat, I've seen you wear a sweatshirt in a heavy jacket in an air-conditioned room. You ain't going in no snow at all.
Roscoe lining things up here on the ring tosses, getting that swing for the static reach. Hopping out. And staying calm, looking relaxed out there. Trying to eye that move up to the top ring. And just nonchalantly grabs the ring up in front, finds that cradle quickly. Roscoe looking like he's just another day in the office.
Yeah, he looks really calm. That's what you want to see, really composed here.
See if that skiing background can help him here a little bit on the balance. He's going to get pushed off to the side. More tries, plenty of time. You can get through this without falling again. It could help this leaderboard position. Remember, number of falls. Last completed obstacle. What determines your spot on the leaderboard. There we go. And that's it. Seems like once the athletes get comfortable past that middle section, easier to get through. Just off to the side, unable to find that ring drop. Cane Tech used to be trick shot only type obstacle. Now it is ingrained in the culture. Got to know how to be able to maneuver those obstacles. Lachey with obstacles in hand. As we get a little more momentum built up for that dismount. Big swing coming up, 15 seconds, goes to the top ledge. Front side board in play. Next board does not have a ledge they can grab onto. He tried to pull through to find that dismount.
Yeah, the ledge is small. There is a ledge on the backside too, but it's a small ledge. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the cane. This is his second attempt. This is the one he gets it on. Really good body position and a really good way to absorb the drop there. Just a tough obstacle. But he does a really nice job, and you can see just hopping that ring out. Back down to the starting line. Levi Coder.
Levi coming out of the Hit Squad Ninja. Be visiting Hit Squad for the first time in the next season of NSC for a qualifier.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to make it out to Hit Squad. Great reputation there. Good team.
Ooh, a little miss on the one hand, but he's okay. Follows through. Lead arm was already fully extended, so.
Yeah, that'll get your adrenaline to spike a little bit.
Whoops.
Oh, wait a second.
Good balance up and across. 3 years of experience competing for 2. And these hybrid style courses as we work our way through these sliding rings. Besides training every day for Ninja, enjoys mountain biking. And a quick hop off to the side. Definitely have to have a great reaction time out there riding those trails. Quick reactions right there for Levi. Up and over, securing this point. Vital here on this tough hybrid. Ooh. Ooh, huge right there to get through on one try.
Yeah, that's massive to do that cleanly. And now he's here at the cane with no fails. If he can get through this, it's an automatic bump to first place.
Another backswing should be enough for him. Thinking about it, not feeling comfortable quite yet. There it is. You small hops to get across and not going to get it on try 1. Oh, he's probably confident with that first big move.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good on the first move. Making sure that those rings are stopped there. All right, so we'll get a time adjustment for that.
Makes it happen, no problem. Hopping through. Ooh, one more to go for the dismount. Locks it in, only one fall to that point. Puts him into first. 45 seconds. 2 obstacles remain. Straight into the ledge overhead.
This is a small ledge here, Strat.
Grabs it, tries to do the pull-through tech.
And there is a ledge on the backside, I believe, for them to use.
I don't think the backside ledge is available for the open division.
It is. We confirmed.
They did? Okay.
Yeah, it is in play for them. Yep.
Went for it. Couldn't make it happen on the front side, though.
And that, I mean, if we can get a close-up from our camera operator, that front side ledge is so small. Shout out, Hunter. It is so tiny. This is a really difficult move here. And unfortunately, Levi just rushes it, ran out of time.
Great run, though.
But it really gives you a good viewpoint of how small that ledge is. Tough for them to make that catch. And this was a solid attempt. Tried to go for the backside. And just not enough.
Yeah. You have to wonder, do they just go for the double reverse and pull through instead? It's a little further of a reach.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the back ledge is much bigger, and so trying to hit that reverse gonna be tough. We'll see.
Sebastian Martin on the move right now, coming out of the Arc Ninja Gym in Longmont, Colorado. Working his way through right now. footing on the balance line. Always one out on the playgrounds at an early age before eventually finding the sport of ninja back in 2022. That his goal is to eventually be on American Ninja Warrior. So they have to be 15, so he is just shy of the age limit. And looking strong right now. Getting that experience early on in your career as a ninja sets you up for good success on the TV show. And a great save there. Felt a little off axis for the dismount. Sebastian enjoys skill toys like juggling, kendamas, yo-yos, a little bit of flop ball action as well. I'm going to have to test his skills out during the break. Right now, he almost makes it through in one on the balance line. Into a lot of other hobbies as well: swimming, archery, climbing, longboarding, scooters. Ooh, but the footwork here a little different. Quick fall. One last chance here. Trying to find that balance. Olo's being tested as we walk away across middle section. Diving for the rope.
Man, the tension is so high on that third attempt.
Ooh, Sebastian just misses the hook. Trying to go for a layout.
He just has to settle down here. Got enough time to get through these next two obstacles, but gonna have to do it without any more fails.
Good link out of that ring. Swings off axis a little bit, but finds that next spot to go to. Just in time. 20 seconds. Let's see what that grip looks like. First one, no problem. Pull through. Held for a second, but not enough.
Yeah, he had his hands on. It looked good for a minute there.
Owen O'Sullivan standing by. Trains out of the cave. See him mimicking the hand motions out there of what he needs to do. Rocking the slap chalk shorts. You can see the chalk balls in those mesh pockets. Makes it easy to chalk up on the fly. Owen's been out to Barbados twice, making it out to the throwdown. Curious if he's getting ready for Barbados Ninja Throwdown. Year 10 coming up in just a few months. Gotten a couple buzzers at the WNL Worlds. Enjoys climbing outdoors during the summertime and also big into skiing in the winter. You're coming up on almost 6 years worth of experience in the ninja game. Here we go on the ring swings. Let's see what the tech's going to be. like most athletes are able to static that last move. Got that wingspan for it. Taking out some of that guesswork. And for that no delay belay, better grab high. Moving quick. Just missed on the back pull. Give it another try here. There it is. But dial it in better that time. Up and over, secures that skyhook move. Collect himself once again for a brand new obstacle. Trying to fight that sway out there. Slow and steady. Figures it out on the first try. And now time for a little cane action. His first move, pretty aggressive. And ring on the propeller. No, my goodness, no problem. Just gonna go straight into it. Powerful move from Owen. No backswing required. The first one we've seen do that, I think, all weekend.
Take your time. Nicely done.
There you go. Look at that. Strong work to get through that quickly, conserving some of that pull power here for these tiny ledges. Big Lachey up to that first ledge. 15 seconds. Throws, but goes a little low, not able to make it to the dismount. It is a little further away, so it's a tougher move to make if you don't utilize that cliff ledge. But getting there quickly with only one fall puts him into second place.
Harper Cleaver coming out of Skyhook Fitness. Our next competitor.
Harper was inspired to get into the sport of ninja after watching American Ninja Warrior. That's many athletes start their journeys in the world of obstacle racing. Got about 5 years of experience. Also got his own garage set up. So when he's not at Skyhook training, his own rig at home he can play on and practice. The bar-to-bar ninja, as it's called, for his home gym. As he's working his way now ring to ring on these bars overhead, almost under bars through. Get to that last ring. See how we handle the no delay. Up and over, almost makes it happen. And shout out to him and his crew. They've got their own ninja league called the Backyard Ninja Championships, where they take turns going from home to home.
Oh, you follow the BNC as well.
Hey, very
That's so
cool
cool
to see, man. That's like an old school style of ninja. Back when that's all we had to work with is backyard setups. Able to figure out the no delay on his second attempt. It's a fun way to train with your friends. So we are looking for the balance line now. Colorado Pipeline looking good so far. Little stutter step, shimmy step towards the end. Gets it in one. Oh, now for this skyhook. Kane, little hesitation there, getting hung up. Barely finding that ring, but able to fight through it despite that hesitation. Always a horrible feeling when you think you've got the momentum to release that obstacle that you're hanging from. Get snagged and pulled back. Harper putting a strong run together, only a few seconds to go. Only get one real strong try here. Tossing up, holding tight. Goes for the switch grip grab and can't quite get it. He's got time for one more, perhaps. It'll have to go quick.
Yeah, he's got some time here. The ledge is small. I will say it was completed in testing.
5 seconds. Goes for the underbar, and that's A-okay. It is such a far throw, he had to duck underneath. Gets it barely in time. My goodness gracious, nicely done, Harper Cleaver.
Massive throw there.
Made it happen. Knew he was short on time. And he's going to be sitting in a good spot on the leaderboard. Handful of athletes to go. Cash Christensen coming out of Hit Squad Ninja as well. Goes by Cash Money. Try to work our way across the balance here. A lot of solid runs across the balance line from these athletes. We're finding our rhythm here. Nice static reach. Quick shimmy over. Right into the no delay belay. Up and in, excellent job, looking locked in. Cash Money trying to cash in. Solid run here. Ooh, but the step off to the side catches him off guard a little bit. Really active outdoors. Enjoys golf, basketball as well. Top finisher in FINA, part of the U.S. Nationals team for the USA qualifier. UNAA as well. Shimmying, using that counterbalance overhead, leaning forwards, almost loses it off to the side, but saves it at the tail end. We'll take a backswing to line this up. Flying through the air, finds the propeller ring, no problem. Out and over, just one more to go for the dismount. There it is. Second place for Cash. See what his plan of attack's going to be. He saw that it's possible to skip. You throw hard enough off of this first ledge. Powerful throw into it might just be the play here. Goes for the quick throw through, pull through tech. Nicely done, Cash. And now we got one more obstacle added to the mix. X marks the spots going on these ledges. UFO grab into a reverse catch. Has to be on the reverse ledges here. Fingertips just not there. One more try. Such a tough move. It's a blind grab almost. You can see where the ledges are attached based off of the front side of the X. Quickly to the UFO, down to 10 seconds. Oh, not high enough, maybe a little more height and he would have had it. A really strong run from Cash Money.
Yeah, the first athlete to the final obstacle you could see got his hands on.
Oh, man.
Just
right
not
there.
enough.
Well, we're starting to get into the tail end of the run order. More athletes starting to see light at the end of the tunnel of this course. Buzzer just out of reach. Austin Burrows standing by, getting his run on the balance tank. True momentum elite athlete out of Dallas, Texas. And in our swing tech as we work our way across. Four-time world champion for the World Ninja Athlete Games. 9U, 11U twice, and 13U most recently. As we work our way out, plenty of wingspan, no problem on the sliding rings. See if that long arm of the law can find that no delay belay overhead. Big swing coming up. Goes for it, but just misses. Three different things you got to figure out. Where's that belay ring? Where's that magnet ring? And then find that hook before you fade away down to the crash pads below. Once again, we get the height, but the distance moving forwards, not quite there. This will be a bit of a shocker here. Austin fighting through, trying to figure out this tricky obstacle. There we go, sigh of relief from the crowd, but he's not quite out of it. Quick hop across. Sticks the landing. And moving straight into the Colorado pipeline, doesn't want to waste any time. Needs to make sure we're calm down enough, or else those falls tend to happen. Typically after two fall like that and getting it clear, the adrenaline gets spiked, the heart rate shoots up. Throwing a balance obstacle right after such a high fail percentage obstacle. Really testing the mental game of these athletes. As Austin able to figure it out. Just under a minute to go. Nicely done, going quick through and goes to the bar for a little extra safety, making up for that lost time.
Yeah, I mean, he's still in 7th place right now, but even with the 3 fails, he's got plenty of time. If he can figure it out here, he'll shoot right up the leaderboard into the top 3 with a clear here on this.
See what the game plan's going to be. We saw the skip entirely. We saw the quick pull through utilized. Doubles up, tried to go to the backside to switch grip grab on it.
Yeah, and it's not a comfortable ledge, Strat. That's for sure.
I mean, I was testing the ledges over there on the burnout side. Just the first set of ledges, standard size, isn't the most comfortable. And they are really forcing these athletes to test that grip on that second one. Valiant effort from Austin. Fought through those 2 falls off of the no delay belay to get a little further into it. 7th right now for him. Remember, the top 10 will move into burnout, so he'll have his work cut out for him in speed. Try to help that leaderboard position.
Well, we saw it yesterday, Strat. Christian Nelson took 9th place in the hybrid and ended on the podium, so
It ain't over yet. That's
it ain't
right.
over yet. A lot of comp to go.
Bennett McFarland swinging into action right now. Another true momentum elite athlete. Working our way down. Texas athletes out here. No, we're excited to go back to Rise at the Warehouse. Just a couple weeks as Bennett going for the links right away. Static reach. Pulling through. Saw him early this morning looking locked in on the sidelines, visualizing, staring down the course. Right away, even with that little stumble with the ring. able to find it and fight his way across. Fighting his way through this balance line. Get this in one would be huge. Swinging across, no problem on that propeller. Oh, he tried linking it into that next ring. Just misses. Gonna have to calm it down a little bit. No stranger to the NSC Youth Championship level. He's gotten 4th in the 2024 season. Trying to find that swing tech, trusting that he can make that quick hop once again. Not changing that game plan. And shoots up into 3rd place with only that one fall. Jonathan Baines, Carson Williams. You're watching from home. Cheering him on. Get this swing going. Big underbar, no problem. Powerful pull through for Bennett. Let's have a look at this final obstacle once again. Static reach. Quick hop down onto the UFO. A little off axis here, trying to steady that swing. Up and under. Bennett McFarland looking for the dismount. It's a pretty big toss. He's got a bar he can go to or shoot through to the buzzer. Bennett gonna get it and throw a back tuck for a good measure. Eganji got to head out and go talk with that young man. What a run from Bennett. No slowing down out there. Couple places he had to adjust, but incredible job.
Nicely done, dude. We'll stand right up here. You can stand here, I'll stand here. Our camera's right there. Catch your breath. All right, everybody, give it up for Bennett! Bennett, first clear on the hybrid so far. Bennett, how are we feeling?
Pretty good. After I missed the cane, that kind of got me a little bit amped up, but I just knew I had to stay calm because I was fast to that point. And I knew as long as I ducked there, I would get to it. So I was just kind of taking a good amount of time to like get chalk and rest so I could get these last 2 obstacles first try. And my hand almost popped off of that last X. Yeah. So that was kind of scary, but that was a really fun course. The altitude is horrible, but.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit about the altitude. How hard is that to adjust to?
It's just like your endurance is like only like 75% of what it usually is. Because like usually I would hop right back up and go right there, but like I was already gassed once I got to that point. So yeah, Colorado, it's different.
Colorado is definitely different. The altitude, something the athletes definitely have to fight through. Just last question about that X blind grab, reverse catch. You're the first one to catch it. Yeah. We saw Cash have some good attempts at it, but how difficult is it to make that with the blind catch and hold on?
I originally thought it was going to be all the way up, so it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But it's still like you have to put a lot of faith in where your hands are. But as long as you can still see under it. So as long as you spot it and get your thumbs in the right place, then it's not too horrible.
Well, shout out Carson, JB. I know they're your coaches, True Momentum. Any shout outs for them?
I mean, I think they both competed on A&W, and Ryan Cooper is one of my teammates. So make sure you watch out for all of them. They're going to be doing really well on that.
Yeah, go Coop. So we'll see you on Speed and Burnout coming up. Good luck, Bennett.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Yeah, shout out to the Texas crew. People's champ, Ryan Cooper. And all the True Momentum athletes. Nicely done, Mr. Bennett. Up now. We're working our way over. Griffin Foot. Working our way across, coming out of Skyhook Fitness. Another athlete that enjoys basketball and soccer when he's not training in Ninja. Working our way through. Up and over. No problem with the balance thus far. Quick grab. Grabs off to the side. No problem with that static reach up and through. Try to go quick here. Doubles up a little low. That's the hard part when you try to grab with both hands on the belay. It makes that transition down to the magnet ring a little trickier. Griffin going again, finds it that time. And Skyhook to finish things out, no problem for him there. Now, if you train at a gym called Skyhook, those type of obstacles shouldn't be an issue, but the balance right now, throwing him off a little bit. I mentioned before, Ninja Intensity, well known for the quicker type balance obstacles. We've seen Diamond Dash, the notorious Pixie Stick, which is the rotating rectangle, was always a difficult one, but right now it's the slow and go type balance that's throwing athletes for a loop.
Yeah, Ninja Intensity loves to throw these interesting balance obstacles into their courses, and another one here. And we've seen a lot of athletes at the third attempt here. Try and figure it out. Come on, Griffin.
3 and done. Unfortunate for Griffin. Did not figure out the Colorado pipeline. It's just enough of a variation on a balance to significantly increase that difficulty. It's not easy to train for something like that if you've never really done anything outside of like a slack line type obstacle. Here we go, Miles Wilson on the move right now. Another Skyhook Ninja Fitness athlete. Big group of them in this age division. 4 years of experience as we work our way through the rings. Big fan of setting up courses himself. Future course designer here, potentially. Always cool to see the athletes go from just training consistently to wanting to create challenges for them, for their friends and teammates. As Miles able to make it through no problem on the sliding rings. And he's a big fan of these hybrid style courses, loves the technical challenges that they provide as we get ready for this big throw to the top. And makes it in one. As we get adjusted with the switch grip grab, going to twist around a little bit to get that momentum built up and find that dismount down. Got a rock climbing background as well. Should help him on that cliff throw should we get there in time. Right now it's all about the balance. Holding on to that rope, as soon as you let go of that, you feel the entire structure move past the halfway point, wobbling a bit, but we find our way. Third place back in the 2024 season of the Premier Series Finals, the WNL. Fourth a few years back, UNAA Worlds. We're hopping our way through. Cane Tech. No problem for Miles. Do we go for the dismount by passing that last cane move? 1 minute to go. See how that rock climbing experience will pay off here on these ledge throws. And up and away we go. Good toss into the first. Back ledge. Start that build up. Goes for the switch grip grab to try to make it happen, and he'll have just 15 seconds to try to make this move. One more swing to cover this first big throw. 5 seconds left. Does it go for the skip? Grabs it, but falls back with the feet on the corner of the mat. Excellent try.
Yeah, you can see here he lines himself up for a huge throw. Tries to just hit and pull through. He was close, but his shoulder's just leaning back just enough to send him backwards. Final runner here on the hybrid, Charlie Mackey. Ready to shut the hybrid down for the weekend.
Charlie Mackey coming out of hit squad as well. Originally from Canada. Working our way over. 3 years of experience. Was out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for a bit. Now in the Arizona area where he trains at hit squad and sprinting across balance rails as quick as we've seen anybody get through that one. And he is hoping to be a stuntman one day. Chat with him a little bit about that. In a few years working as a stuntman in Atlanta. Charlie looking for that move up and over. Gets it in one. Huge moves here. Staying calm and collected. Sub-minute to this point. He is really setting a fast time. This is where tensions start to get a little high. Stay low, center of gravity, big jump out to the side from about halfway off the Colorado pipeline, makes it work for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's relieved to be through the Colorado pipeline there.
Yeah, it's all upper body obstacles from here on out. Good toss into the propeller. Ooh, but couldn't quite find that second ring. Needed a little more swing, perhaps. Pull up and out. Turn that cane sideways a little bit. Finds it on try number 2. A quick hop. Using that finesse. Finds the platform. One fall to this point. 203 puts him into 5th right now. Up and in, switch grip grab. Let's see what the decision's going to be here. We're going to go for a big throw to try to skip this next board. Goes for the reverse grip, couple swings. Doubles up on it. Not quite. He tried. Lunging forwards. Had a little extra hang time as he was trying to get that momentum built up on the reverse grip. I think if he figures that momentum build a little quicker, should be able to go for that skip once again. Last opportunity. Taps and falls back. Not going to get it. Well, he'll only have about 5 seconds, if that. Send it on the first throw. A nice try, a valiant effort. Charlie gets up into 5th place at least. And that'll do it for the open division. And Bennett's going to be leading the charge. We'll have the leaderboard brought up here in just a second.
Yeah, so here's a quick look at our leaderboard presented by Bucket of Chalk. Bennett McFarland, Cash Christensen, and Harper Cleaver are your top 3. Congratulations. We got speed coming up. We're going to get our course changed out for the speed. Athletes are going to get a quick walkthrough, and we will be right back in just a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. Speed and burnout coming up. We'll see you in just a bit.
See you, folks.
exit the course.
All right, so we are getting ready to get back underway here for the speed round of the West Sectional 13U. Abigail Martinez, Madeline Krinker-Choi, and Taylor Nasco are your top three right now. Here is a look. No clears in the hybrid for this division. It was a tough one. There was still one obstacle left that we didn't get to see attempted.
Yeah, the no delay belay. They stopped a lot of runs early. But time to fight back through here in the speed round. Number of falls don't affect your overall ranking like it did in the hybrid. It's a 5-second reset time for that obstacle to be reset and steadied before the athlete attempts it again. And we had some fast times yesterday on the 40-second, 30-second barrier. See how things were altered for the 13U division. I like the flow of this speed course. It covers a lot of ground. We are getting things updated on the leaderboard. Here we go.
Yeah, so getting ready for that first athlete to step on up. Harlow's going to lead the charge here.
Hello, Briner going to start things off. All the way in the back of the gym, we got the skateboard to kick things off. A little bit longer of a run. Push. Strong start for Harlow. Going to make sure we get there without slowing down. Rope swing through, tire run. Those will tip off to the side if you hit those corners too quickly. Now on to the offset ring swings. They're uneven. Opt to use both if you want. Harlow's going to go up and over, no problem there. Skip a couple of the blocks as we work our way through the half-pipe attack curve into the parkour section. We got a big swing and drop down. Can we link that lachey? Yes, we can, to the top of the block into that last bar. The swing for that dismount and buzzer. Harlow starting things off quickly. 32.8. Nicely done. Being able to find those areas you can link through, continue that momentum going through. Paisley Skanky on the move right now. Two-time Arizona State cross-country champion. Shouldn't have any problem with the cardio when it comes to running quickly through this course. See what kind of swing tech we've got here for these offset rings. Going to opt for the high and low at the same time. Got to shoot through, up and over that barrier. I'm to the top of the block. Those feet high here. Into the parkour section, trusting yourself on the lachey tech before going to the top block to finish things out. Looking for the lunge. Into the battering ram style dismount down. Paisley finishing at 39.5. Kayla Nasco standing by. A little concerned about the skateboard obstacle from last time she was competing here at Ninja Intensity, but we made it through, no problem there. Striding our way, tire tipping over a little bit, but we're okay. Big leap onto that first ring. Keeps that momentum going. The hand slips off, but she saves it.
Yeah,
mid-flight. Up and over, no problem there. Dropping on down, looking for the curve, coming up around the corner. Looking for the top of the block for the lachey. Link and pull through. Diving in from the backside of the battering ram. Gets to the buzzer at 34.7. Nice job, up and over. Back into the crowd we go. Abigail Martinez. Try to keep defending the home turf here. Stands upright, going to stride on through. No problem on the skateboard as we take a quick safety vault. Up and over into the rope swing. Burning rubber through the tire run onto the ring swing. Going to try to link what we can. One more move to make. Outstretched, makes some quick work of shooting through the window. Back onto the roundabout here, coming through onto the parkour section, climbing up. We can link this move here. That'll save a lot of time, and link this last dismount off the battering ram railing. No problem there. Sub 30-second time at 26.9 for Abigail Martinez.
Abigail looking locked in today.
Haven Chismar standing by. And we're off, lunging down, making sure that skateboard is going to get to the finish portion of that line. Into the rope swing we go. Quick run across the tires. A lot of time can be saved here on the linked. Lachey's going to the high ring and low ring right there. Able to find that backswing A-OK, no falling off. Still moving quick. Going to the parkour section, lunging forward. Going to link it all the way through with confidence, no problem. Finds the center point, a little stumble there on the shin. Took the side of the block on the dismount. 32 seconds flat for Haven. Madeline Krinker-Choi on the move now. Lunging forward, climbing up. Striding across. Looking for the moves here. Rocking the old school New Balance Zantes. Don't see those too often nowadays. Taking one swing back to be sure about it. Trusting that we can link all the way through the rest of the way on the window. And now the curve here, keeping the feet high. Don't want to accidentally graze the ground as you work your way through. Good links on the turn through the parkour section. My goodness gracious. Just let go a little too soon. Quite the tumble, but we're okay. And that 5 seconds added to her time puts her at 40.5, but she's all right. Scary fall, but great awareness to be able to prevent an injury there.
Yeah, and so I think that was the final runner. Let's go down and talk to Abigail Martinez.
Sorry. Abigail Martinez is going to be our fastest runner, and DeGangi heading out to the floor right now.
Abigail. You join me right up here. Give it up for Abigail! Abigail, first place here on the speed. That gives you 2 first places now. How'd you feel on that speed course?
It was, I kind of just went and surprised myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right here on the ring section, really, really clean. Can you just talk to me about, the commitment and how you handled that ring section?
Well, I saw everyone else jump to the second ring. I wasn't planning to. And then I just decided to link because otherwise it would be like slow. So just kind of went.
Did anything in the course not go to plan?
No.
Yeah, I mean, pretty flawlessly executed. What was the hardest section, do you think, to actually execute?
Probably the rings. Like, because I wasn't expecting to link it at all. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that gives you first place in hybrid, first place in speed. We got burnout coming up. Max and Caden set really hard burnouts. How you feeling about the burnout course?
I feel like I might fail on the cliffhangers, but that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, that's towards the end, so fingers crossed you get that deep into it. And well, good luck on the burnout. Can't wait to watch.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Really fast time from Bagel out there. Let's see how the open division fares on the speed course. Try to find footing here as we find our way through. Working our way around the corner in to the rope swing, out and around. Coming through the tire run, no problem there. Straight on to the rings. Try to get straightened out. The offset rings makes it a little difficult. Kieran Carr, pedal to the metal as we're working our way around the corner. No problem here on those warped walls. Top section of the parkour blocks, no problem diving onto the battering ram. Gonna make a quick link, dropping on down. 34.1 for Kieran Carr. Andy Lilly standing by. And we're off. Launch off that skateboard into the strides through. Quick rope swing. Pushing across. Don't want to knock those tires off sideways. Looking for that big ring jump. Link what you can. Staying low. Going high to help with that move over and through the window. Dropping down. Rocking the Zantes as well. Quick moves from Andy. Looking for the battering ram here. This is going to be huge if he gets it in one, but needs a backswing to be safe. Doesn't want to clip the shins on the way down. 30.44 for Andy. Remember, the top 10 move in to the burnout. Great speed run from Andy. Roscoe Fuller standing by. It's the run into it, staying upright. Not going to lunge down into it, staying on those feet. Quick swing across those ropes. No problem with the tires as we look for these links. Pulling through, no problem on the ring line. Quick hopping around, staying high. Don't let those feet slip. Good linked underbar move for the dismount. Going for the same thing here to finish things up at 26.13 for Roscoe Fuller. Alex Craik ready to go. Got the lightning bolt on the shirt. Goes fast as a lightning bolt. Let's see. Taking one last deep breath, diving into action. Striding across, looking for the run through. Dropping on down, quick plyo. Powerful move off the rope swing. A little overshot almost, had to adjust. Take a back swing here, a little sideways. Going off set, but he's okay. Up and down we go, around the corner. Using those hands where needed. High run on the curved wall, looking for this next Lachey. Keep it out. The waist behind him to make sure we pull through. A little sideways move there at 30.9 for Alex. Cash money Almost got that hybrid clear, made it to the last obstacle. Let's see what kind of speed we got. Little push off the skateboard to get things going. Big launch off the top of the box. That's going to save some time there. Didn't need to drop down. Good use of momentum. Going for the linked moves on the rings. No problem there on the dismount through the window. Big jump out to that center block. Up and over onto the parkour section. Cutting that corner here. Going to link it through. Good flow so far. Looking for that dismount down. Sideways turning around for the 360 dismount at 26.3 for cash. Harper Cleaver. Leave it to Cleaver, looking for that run across the skateboard. Big jump off, making sure he's got the footing here lined up just right. Quick safety vault up and over. Vault box looking for the run around the tires. Bouncing through, steadies himself for the leap. Needs a backswing to be sure about it. Going to go for the 2 grabs in the center, and then the offset one going to be off sideways a little bit, pinging off the truss. Fighting for that straight swing through. Dismount gets it eventually. Going to try to pick up some pace. Make up for that backswing. Linking that move through the parkour section. Diving down. Careful on the dismount. One backswing to get it at 36.15. High fives on the sidelines as we get our next athlete ready to go. Owen O'Sullivan. Let's see what you got. Striding into it. Don't let that skateboard shoot out from underneath you as you stride your way across to the rope grab. 1 foot down. Going to find his footing once again. Big jump out. Powerful pulls to make sure we get through the ring swings. Launching down, stepping across. Big strides here through the wall run. Dropping down, pulling back up. Follower athlete makes it through, no problem. Owen at 28.9. Checking the hands after that. I got a rip somewhere along the lines, holding it like he's might have got ripped open somewhere. Sebastian Martin standing by and pushes off the platform to get things going. Hopping out, dropping down. Quick up and over. Finding the footing once again. Sideways throws. Ooh, went for the static, almost kicking Bellion in the face. No problem here. Making up for that backswing. Big kip. Sideways twist mid-flight and gets it right at 29.7 for Sebastian. Even with that, you see these athletes shaking their head anytime they take one backswing. They're just like, oh, man, I could have got that cleaner, even with the sub 30-second time. Levi Coder on the move now. Hopping out. Skateboard, tough to get that momentum going right off the rip. Safety vaults over. Tires tip over to the side a little bit, but he's okay. Big leap out onto the first ring. Going to need that backswing to make sure we're good and lined up for the offset. Goes to the high one, looking for the low for the dismount through. Back onto the curve we go. Dropping down, stepping over those pyramids, looking for the climb up now into the parkour section. Link that move, twist those hips mid-flight, no problem. Diving for the buzzer here. Good dismount down, finishing at 31.1 for Levi. Charlie Mackey standing by. And here we go, lunging forward, sliding across that skateboard, looking for the runs now. Up and over, top of the block, taking that rope swing. No problem. Launching and linking what we can, doubling up to finish things out there on the offset rings. Dropping through, up and over, keeping the feet high. Pausing for a second to find those bars on the links through. One more time, dropping in, steadies himself for a 27.19 time. Miles Wilson, ready to go. Short run up, lunging forwards on the skateboard. Time to power through. Let's see what their approach is going to be. Single step down into the rope swing, pushing through. Those tires up and over. Big leap up. Single arm grab. Going to need that backswing. Opting for the 2 rings to be sure about it. Nicely done. Couple backswings to be sure. Ooh, good swing through on the high ring. Stepping around, keeping those feet up. Those steps can be risky. Don't want to graze the ground by accident. Quick swivel hips to get through. And 1 backswing should do it. Line up for the dismount down. We go at 38.3 for Miles Wilson. Griffin foot. Standing by. Pushing through, dismounting a little early off of the skateboard. Try to pick up the pace. Single step across the rope swing. No problem there. Big launch. Going to try to link what we can. Long arms here. Going to be able to make it through those rings. No problem. Off onto the side. Keep those feet up. Nice high steps. Makes the climb up no problem. Launching right away into the swing through. Going to be close here as we get down to the dismount. It's going to be 25.6. New time. Top of the leaderboard. Really needed that. 13th in hybrid. That's going to help a lot. Bennett McFarland. Only clear in the hybrid. Wants to get through this. Ensure he gets into that top 10 spot. Striding through. And at a good pace here. Here's the big make or break moment. Linking through clean so far. Dropping down. Right through that curve into the drop down. Lachey's. Quick swivel hips to the top and launching through off that battery ram to the buzzer we go. 25.7. Taking second in speed. First overall, last runner. Austin Burrows. And we're off. Launching across. And down. Striding through. 10th in the hybrid. Wants to get through this in a decent time. He's working his way up that leaderboard. What's it going to be as we're coming around the corner looking for that dive into the parkour section. Big swings through. Nicely done. Keeping composed as we go for the dismount right there. Heels were hovering. 25.45. Austin taking first overall in speed. And again, you're going to jump out of the booth for a second, go chat with our fastest athlete. Last handful of runners soundly under that 30-second barrier. Let's go chat. Lowell Austin out there on the floor.
Absolutely, dude. Nicely done. We'll stand just right up here in front of this box. Give it up for Austin! The camera's right there. All right, everybody, we're standing by with Austin. Austin, talk to me a little bit about that speed run.
I was just trying to go all out because I know I didn't have a good hybrid run. And to have any shot at winning, I need to go all out and get first place.
Yeah, well, obviously we saw hybrid didn't go your way, but talk to me, what does it feel like to have put together a really good speed run to take first place going into the burnout? How does that feel?
It feels amazing. It feels like kind of like a dream, but better.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of surprised.
Well, you executed really, really well. What would you say was the hardest section to execute on the speed course?
The rings.
Rings? Yeah,
Yeah.
what about it?
The ultra off at the end. I didn't quite get that, which is why I was a little bit slower than I thought it would be, but yeah.
Yeah, well, honestly, really fluid, really, really quick. We got burnout coming up. What are you expecting on this burnout course, and do you like burnouts?
Burnout, I've gotten a little bit better, but I used to hate burnouts. I feel like there's maybe one full clear at most, probably like 1 to none.
Yeah.
But I think I'm up there.
You looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, dude, good luck on burnout. Awesome job on speed, and way to pull yourself back into this. Nice job.
Thank you.
Good.
Well, nicely done, Austin. You heard it here. How tough it is sometimes after a hybrid run doesn't go your way. He's able to lock it back in. That mental fortitude being tested with the NSC format as the Ninja Intensity team jumps right back into action to set the course and get things ready for the burnout. We're going to take a look at the leaderboard brought to you by the Bucket of Chalk.
Yeah, it's a great job. Austin Burroughs pulling himself back into this thing, and he knew he needed it. He said it himself. He didn't have the hybrid run that he wanted, and so it was a tough go for him. But let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboard presented by Bucket of Chalk here, Strat. Bennett McFarland still sitting in first place. Cash Christensen, Charlie Mackey, those are the top three. You can see Bennett with a first and hybrid third in speed. He's got a commanding lead on the field. Austin Burroughs went from 10th in the hybrid, first in speed, now sitting in fourth place, tied with third. And so a great job from that young man to pull himself back into this. And here is a look at your top 10. Who's going to be moving on to this burnout round?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to watch. A lot of pressure out there at the top of the leaderboard. Remember, the top 7 will be qualified for the championship. We'll be back in just a bit, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
In an unknown corner of the world, Bucket of Chalk is coming to you handmade, perfectly balanced, and made with love.
Champions aren't built in just one place. They're built at home, outside, and in gyms. Wherever you train, however you train, we will help prepare you for your next podium. Ninjas do Nord. We've got you covered. Check them out at www.ninjasdonord.com. All right, everybody, athletes getting their final looks at the course. Wrapping up their walkthrough here, let's take a quick look at where things stand after that prelim round. Abigail Martinez right now sitting in first place overall, 200 points total. Haven Chismar. And at this point, Abigail pretty much wrapped up this competition. It's going to be pretty tough for anybody else to catch her. Haven Chismar has a chance, but it would sort of require Abigail to take last here in the burnout. And so Abigail may have done enough already to clinch that top spot.
See if we can get another clean sweep. We've had a handful this weekend. Some really impressive runs. Staying consistent with the performances out there at the top spot. Always comes down to a fun showdown in the burnout.
Yeah, and I mean, Abigail's been so impressive so far. I mean, she was locked in that hybrid and speed. Really, really efficient. One of the few athletes to link the rings throughout. And so, yeah, she's done a good job so far. But Haven Chismar sitting in second place. We talked a little bit earlier. She's known as a burnout athlete, and so she's definitely one to watch out for here on this burnout.
Yeah, it's a tough one. At the tail end, they've got the shrinking cliff line and a tougher dismount. They extended the platform further out, so they got to have enough pull power to still swing and get to the buzzer. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
The course designers have added, we saw it yesterday in the 11U, but they have that window precision hold at the end of the course to make sure that they have to show sort of control on the last vertical limit hold. Yep. Christian Nelson yesterday didn't treat it as a vertical limit. He went straight from a cliff position. Very, very hard to do if you're not familiar with those types of vertical limit cliff holds. So going to be interesting. We will see how it all plays out here. And let's go back down to the floor where
here we go.
Mr. Bellion will be standing by with our first runner in just a little bit.
Thumbs up out there. Looks like we're good to go as Caden changing around the signs for the sign-ups for the next Bucket of Chalk competition, Bucket Mania. Make sure if you're interested in another one of these one-off competitions, Bucket of Chalk's been having their one-offs here at various age groups now for the last few years. As Paisley Skanky going to lead the charge on this burnout course. Ooh, and a tough start here. Rings are a little further out, and she tried to have that side-to-side swing built up in order to get to that handlebar obstacle to transfer over. She's going to have to be a little patient here. Try to find that next ring.
Yeah, well, it's worked its way back around. She's going to be a little frustrated there to start that way.
Hey, able to stay calm and fight for it. Now we got to take the lobster claws through. Remember, burnout rule set, different from speed and hybrid. No retries. Just a one and done, old school style of rules. 5-minute time limit. Try to get through as many touch points as possible. Really tests the upper body endurance of the dead hang training. Athletes can only really recover when they're on the straight bar, potential to shake out. See, these doorknobs are shallow as they try to work their way through this ring toss. Much of a backswing causes those rings to pop off of those cradles. Paisley going to keep fighting through. Lachey down. Try to keep the arms straight when you can. Shake out while you work your way through on our way into the X swings. A little chalk there from the Bucket of Chalk. On to the sides, the cliff ledges will be jammed up against the wrists, affecting the grip slightly. And the toss to the next, not quite able to reach it. See the hands hurting. Paisley out there, great try. little extra time spent on the first swinging rings might have affected that grip some. Arlo Briner standing by now. Going to jump up in a second. No chalk needed. Utah Ninja Fam swinging into action. Facing the opposite direction. Going to try to kick out forwards. Or just swing out. Where the swing control comes into play, knowing how to maneuver yourself for those offset grabs. Position these lobster claws are dropping down. Few different variations on how you hold these obstacles. Quickly through, back up onto the bar. Shimmy across. Onto the ring tosses. Taking the ring with her. For a second, realizes no more doorknobs available. Want to try to get through in a quick fashion. Furthest, the fastest. Typically how burnouts end up. We don't get too many clears. Arlo looking for this next toss into it. On to the sides. Shifting the wrist up a little bit. The grab. To that trapeze bar. Not quite there. For that grab, needed a little bit more momentum. You can see looking down at the wrist. Cliff ledges do press in pretty rough on the forearms. As Madeline Crinker-Choi standing by. Very experienced NSC athlete. Faced many burnout courses. Start that swing. Figuring out which way to get facing that next obstacle. I'm going to go straight onto it for a lache drop.
Yeah, and Madeline had a really great hybrid run, but then unfortunately took a slip on speed that sent her to the bottom of the leaderboard for speed. And so looking to come back from that here on the burnout.
Up we go, shifting over. I had a bit of a scary moment on that dismount towards the end of the speed course. Able to shake it off and lock back in. Work our way over onto the trapeze. Seen a couple athletes utilize the ledges. Felt more comfortable on the grip. Right now, Madeline feeling fine on the sides of the X's. Limit the amount of backswings required. Ultra lache's out of there. And on over to the old classic Cannonball Alley.
Yeah, Madeline's really putting some pressure here on the field. Not choosing to shake out or rest on the bar there at the end of the X's. And again, moving quickly here into the cliffs, not choosing to rest, really putting the pressure on time-wise.
Well, here we go. It starts off at a standard-sized cliff ledge, and it turns into some custom wooden ledges. Shrinking down, getting tougher as we go through. Have to get through. You can see how tiny those are. They can't really get a full grip, crimping through it. Madeline fought through as far as she could. 27 touch points in 158.46.
Yeah, not just the touch point strat, but the pacing, I mean, she did not really stop to rest whatsoever. And so that really puts a lot of pressure on the remaining athletes, knowing that she got there really fast.
Yeah, and it's obstacles like this at the start. How do you get moving quickly? Get that side swing figured out. Taylor Nasco using the hip twist. Find the rhythm, placing these lobster claws as we work our way through. Big swing, skip what you can. Extends out that reach as we work our way back up. Added challenge of knowing you have to go fast. Those mistakes could potentially happen. Try to rush a certain obstacle. Lachey into it, maintaining that momentum for the up reach on that next overhead bar before getting set for the X swings. Quick little bicycle kick to get moving. Very fluid when it comes to the momentum build. Keeping the feet back with the catch to maintain that forward momentum once again, and shaking out as we go, and right away onto the cannonball.
Yeah, and I think this comes from watching Madeline Krinker-Choi, the athlete, deciding not to take any rest there on that rest bar.
Stay on top, doubling up on those cannonballs. They're tough to hold on with one hand, and we're going to go ahead and Lachey out of there. 141 to this point.
158 is the time to beat to the 27th touch point. And Taylor also really going for it.
Grip just gives out on the ledges. 20 touch points, 148. And that grip just doesn't have a chance really to recover as you work through at that pace. Haven Chismar going through in a sideways swing tech. Kicking forwards, looking for that pretty far reach of a hold on that handlebar. Able to figure it out, takes a couple back swings.
Yeah, we've seen Haven in burnout courses before. I think this is really where she shines in this format. Really, really impressive grip endurance, grip strength.
Light work on the lobster claws. Bit of a modified version of the old school ring toss. Typically it's a side-to-side swing motion on doorknobs. Going forwards with it. This time around, changing it up just enough to keep the athletes guessing. Good pace here. Do we chalk up at all? Do we keep on swinging? Out and over and kicking right away. Should start to try to link these through as best as we can. Anytime the athletes kind of bottom out on those catches, it kills that momentum. Quick bicycle kick. Builds it up for a static reach. Right away onto the cannonballs. Staying on top.
Yeah, and you can see none of these athletes taking that opportunity to shake out, to rest. I think she's taking a second here.
Five minutes. I mean, they've got time to shake out and rest to try to burn through as much as they can. But the pace at which they know they have to push through, changing the game a bit as Haven on those medium ledges there, working through closer to that final touch point. In order to try to take the lead, and goes for the switch around. Ooh, thumbs popping off.
And this is what we would expect to see here, Strat. She's in the vertical limit position, using her thumbs on the back end. Pinky popping off there.
My goodness. What a battle. Fought for it, tried to switch it up. Felt more confident with the vertical limit style of approach on those last few tiny ledges.
Yeah, as the ledges get smaller, turning around and going into that vertical limit position, a little more advantageous because you can use your thumb on the back end. But we'll see. Abigail Martinez is our final competitor here. She's got first in hybrid, first in speed. And as you can see, she's already at the top of the leaderboard. There was only one athlete within striking distance, and Abigail Martinez is going to win this West Sectional.
Well, looking for that clean sweep potential. Knows where she has to get to. 158 to the 27th touch point. Abigail moving through. Wonder if that's in her mind as she's fighting through this burnout. Back swing into it, no problem on that first catch. Get some extra time on these swings to be sure about the distance. Good high grab. Same thing, no chalk required. A little off on the grab there for the cannonball, but quick adjustment. Doubles up for that next swing. Smooth through it. No chalk. Wants to keep on going through.
And that 27th touch point is a real crux move, and she's tight on time here. No!
Not going to get that full sweep, but still a really strong performance from Abigail. We'll go talk with our two athletes, the burnout first place, Madeline, and then our overall champ for the day. As DeGangi heads out to the floor, I'll be doing awards shortly thereafter.
Madeline! Do you want to do it? We don't have to if you don't want to. Is it okay? Okay. I want to chat with you about burnout. Unless you don't want to. Is it okay? Your turn. Okay, that's cool. No worries, no worries. Abigail! All right. Give it up for Abigail! All right, everybody, standing by with Abigail, first place on the day. How we feeling?
Pumped, yeah.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that burnout.
It was tiring, especially when you got to the bombs. It was hard to hold on.
Yeah, and I mean, I noticed the field not really taking a lot of rest, especially there was an opportunity to rest on that trapeze bar over there. No athletes really taking the opportunity to do so. What was kind of the thought process there? Was it because Madeline pushed so fast to that touch point, or you were just feeling good in the moment? What was the decision?
I was just trying to get to the cliffs as fast as I could. Just get far.
Yeah. Well, overall, an amazing day. First in hybrid, first in speed, third on burnout. Talk to me just a little bit about the day overall and how you feeling.
I mean, I was really nervous coming into it, but after my hybrid run, I was pretty happy, so it was nice.
Yeah, definitely took some pressure off after a good hybrid run. So now, heading to the championship, looking forward, you'll be running towards the end at the championship. What does that mean? You know there's going to be a lot of great athletes there, but you'll be towards the end. How important is that?
I feel like it's pretty nice. I like running later, so that'll be nice.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Abigail. An amazing day, first place, and really nicely done. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get Ryan Stratus out here for our podiums before we get to our 13U Open Division burnout to close things down. Mr. Ryan Stratus, head on out. There you are.
Where's our podiums? Same spot? I'll be right here. Let's see. Competition, run order and results. Final youth, fourth season. Sectional 13U. Female division. All right. Whoop. Okay. All right, gather around, everybody, for the awards ceremony. Round of applause for all the athletes today. Great job, y'all. Amazing work. Amazing job. Top 7 will be qualified. We're going to go ahead and call out all the athletes. In 6th place, we got Paisley Skanky. Come on now, Paisley. Where they at? Come on down. Woo woo. All right, nice job. 6th place, come on out. Right by the podiums. In 5th place, we got Harlow Briner. In 4th place, Taylor Nasco. In 3rd place, Madeline Krinker Choi. Nice job. Got some gift bags courtesy of Ninja Intensity and some plaques. 2nd place, we have Haven Chismar. And in 1st place, going to be Abigail Martinez. Let's give it up to your athletes moving on into the championship. Round of applause. Get those photos, families. Make sure we're good. Awesome job, y'all. Hop on down. Round of applause to the Ninja Intensity team. Thank y'all so much. Great stuff, y'all. Thank y'all families for coming out. Amazing time this weekend. Appreciate everyone. Got some more action coming y'all's way with the open division in just a bit. Boop. All right. Where's this go? Here? Boop.
Are you gonna be resetting rings? Yeah, just start left. Yeah, we're gonna go early. That's why we're not doing the southeast region. So the same one as Rise is when we're flying over this way. We've got 2 days for them to kind of acclimate to the time change, and then do the practice. All these rings.
Yeah, they're gonna be offset like that.
To film this. So when they're on this, if you guys could just go to the end. Is that good? All right, so back down to the floor for the conclusion of our West sectional here. Miles Wilson going to be our first athlete for the 13U Open Division to take on this burnout course and close down this weekend. We're looking for top 7 to qualify for the championship.
All right, here we go. Miles facing the right direction, building that momentum up.
Well, Miles Wilson does have a reputation as a very strong burnout athlete. So I know he's excited that he made it to this round. 10th place overall coming into it.
See the rings offset a little bit this time. One for the far reach. Rings will slide on the straps. Making it a little awkward as you make your way through. Shallow doorknobs here, got to be careful on the backswings. Pop off quite easily. Saw one athlete lose it like that earlier this weekend, but Miles threw it no problem. Getting over to these X swings, chalk up a little bit. What the play is going to be here. Being forced to utilize the ledges this time around. He's going to go ahead and shock those forearms right before getting to that long cliff line. Trapeze in hand. Testing the grip, going to try to relax a little bit on that trapeze bar before going through these cannonballs. No Kevin Bulling on these. Familiar with that from back in the day when they first got introduced on A&W. He hung upside down by his legs in order to get that clear. Many seasons ago, Miles, no problem swinging across. As we prep now for that long line of cliffs. Obstacles leading up to this. Just enough. Drain that stamina meter as we work through. Staying straight armed. Rocking the knees back and forth. Make sure we're A-okay. On the momentum through the thin ones now onto the tinier ledges. Decide to go with that vertical limit tech. Ooh, but it's just too far out of a reach for him to traverse any further. And he's shaking his head, not too happy with that, but 27 touch points in 2:56.13 will be the standard right now as the first runner.
Yeah, I mean, getting to that 27th touch point is big. It's really deep into the course.
Standing by. Will the scoring system be update as Mr. Bellion's working the technical side of things. Who's he texting out there? Bellion, get off social media. You should be straight on. he should be focusing on the competition. What are you doing? Just kidding. He's locked in. Levi Coder standing by. Ready to go. You big ring swings start things off. Full extension on the shoulders as we swing out for those handlebars into the lobster claws. Go ahead and one. And find that next ring after swinging around a little bit, getting twisted up some, but should be A-okay. Not opting to slide it over too much. See which way he decides to go. Trying to go out each one. Ooh, and the pillar kind of stops his momentum. That's going to be tough to salvage.
He didn't, so he didn't slide it. Those rings can slide over, and he didn't slide it to the middle.
Oh, this is a tough spot to be in. He can fight for it here. Nicely done.
You can hear the coach say, slide the ring over if you need, and again. The intention is to slide that ring to the middle, and there it is.
There you go. And get it away from those pillars that's impeding that progress. A little bit of a battle here early on. See how much he can recover from that. Trick to slide those over is you want to have no pressure on those rings and on those lobster claws as you try to get them in a better position. Chalking up as we go. Swinging down and right back up to the overhead bar. Opting for a little more chalk here. Quick shakeout onto those front ledges. Want to catch with a little bend in the arms so you can put the brakes on for the descent. Gauge the back muscles and those forearms as you work your way down. Ooh, hold on. Didn't quite get it on the static reach. Goes for the lâché, and the grip just taxed a little too early perhaps for Levi Coder. Good fight out there, able to bounce back after some missed moves on the lobster claw transfers. Harper Cleaver on the move now. Start facing away to try to build up that swing. Earn and burn, but that, not quite there. Oh, wow, nice. Nice swing tech. He will figure it out quickly. Here we go. That same position. Able to avoid the truss as we fight for that next one. A little further out. And loses. He lose one. He dropped one. He's going to go straight to it. All right, I'm not going to fight this ring swing. Let me get on out of here. Couple moves across these doorknobs. Trying to keep that pace going. Good. Reverse grip to lead out into that linked lâché. Save what energy you can where you can. Dropping down, gets the grab. Couple more ledge grabs to make. High drop down onto that one. Kills his momentum some, but builds it back up. Needs to get onto that trapeze to try to catch his breath a little bit. Cannonball alley. Hands on top of these cannonballs. Double up where you can. Thread the needle. Straight on to it. He tried to go for a lâché, and that is such a tough move to make. The sloping top does not give you a lot of friction with the hands. Just unable to make that grab. Griffin Foot standing by now. Goes right into it.
Yeah, Griffin Foot is actually ranked 6th in the nation in burnout.
Well, he's going to put those skills on display here. See what the plan of attack is going to be. Goes for the far ring, skipping what we can. Short work of the lobster claws. A long reach. Should help on some of these moves like the Cannonball Alley. Very comfortable through to get to that lâcher point. Looking for that trapeze and dropping down with a lot of momentum already built up. And just static move onto that first. Couple more swings to be sure about this last one. 1, then 2 follow through tech. And a quick reverse grip. Getting the chalk back on the hands. Or taking that knee drive up to get that momentum where he wants it. Confident with the one-handed reach off of the cannonballs. And a moment of truth. Fighting through these cliff lines. In a grueling battle all weekend long, now on the middle lane. These are a little thinner. You can see the grip starting to open up a little bit. Pinky popping off occasionally. Into the really thin ones. Crimp line. Ooh, pops off. Almost secures the next. I think he touched it, which was at least worth a point. 27 and 152.25.
Yeah, that does bump him into first place, and very talented burnout athlete there.
Owen O'Sullivan ready to go. Plenty of chalk on the hands. Slap chalk shorts. Prepped for some fresh chalk. Mid-run if needed. Static swing through. As we make our way across the rings. Slide them where you need. Those arms out straight. Save that pull power for later. Big reach through, no problem. Doesn't need to utilize that last ring doorknob. Here's an excellent example of those slap chalk shorts coming into play. Ping off that truss for a little bit to try to get that momentum built up. Wingspan helping out on the first reach. Oof, good, powerful throw there. Need to readjust that left hand a little bit. Are so good. Get that fresh chalk.
Well, these athletes battling to be in this top 7 to make it to the championship. You can see Owen 7th in hybrid, 7th in speed.
Ooh. Bit of a missed reach there. Oh, is he trying to go straight to the trapeze? He's building up a big swing here. Might be trying something risky. Goes for a skip. Got the reach for it. A smart move after that third cannonball was sent spinning around. Said, I'm just going to go ahead and skip it and not wait for this thing to settle down. Pays out. Now the pain starts to kick in. Fingertips burning. Biceps on fire as we work our way through the line here. Owen gets a little deeper into it. 23 touch points at 220. Sitting in third right now. Similar approach, it seems. Athletes trying to move quick to get to that cliff line. Roscoe Fuller standing by.
Yeah, here we go. Down to our final 5 competitors here. We're halfway through And right now, Griffin Foote sitting in first place, and he is clinched for the championship. Cannot be bumped out. He's the only one right now clinched for that top 7.
Roscoe kicking back and forth here. And calm through the first few swings. Little aggressive drop as we get on to the lobster claws. Good accuracy for the next gray ring. Get on through. Don't need it, don't use it. We'll keep on moving. Let's see what we decide to do here. Nice toss into that and straight arms once again. Static reach. Setting up that next big swing. A little off to the side with the left hand, repositioning as we get prepped for that final throw. Got to be accurate. Trapeze for a quick shakeout. Gotta know how to have that knee drive, twist around, rotate those cannonballs in the direction you need. Know which hand you want to lead with. As Roscoe's making his way now on the cliff line. .152 to the 27th touch point. Not in reach right now, but he's going to try to get beyond it if possible. Down the line we go. Standard ledges done. Now on to the medium-sized ones. Grip just gives out. Not quite there for him. 23 touch points and 210. Third right now for Burnout. Cliff line is the big challenge right now. As Austin Burrows is going to be standing by. Heard him say it in his interview. He thinks only one person is going to clear this course. Is he going to be the one to do so?
Yeah, well, after 10th place in the hybrid, he came back and took first in speed. Really saved his day on his speed run, and now he's got Burnout here to try and clinch a podium spot. He's within distance here, tied with third place at 191 points.
Ooh, he is in a bit of a hot spot here, though. Austin went for a risky move off the second ring, but good job adjusting going back to the first. Doesn't expend too much energy. Might have shot the heart rate up some. This is where you got to stay calm. Stick to that game plan.
Yeah, good patience, good problem solving. You got to make those decisions in milliseconds to figure out how to fix things like that. Not expend too much energy, and good decision making there from Austin.
And I got lost in the sauce back in season 9 of A&W when we had the skyhook ring swing combo. I was like a little fish on a big hook. I didn't know what I was doing out there, and definitely fell on the first one after some struggles. But Austin staying calm under pressure, making his way through those ring tosses, and now into the X marks the spot, going for the static reaches, trusting that wingspan and serving some of that pull power. And making his way through, matching where need be on these cannonballs. 136. Shaking out now, getting ready for the cliff line. Get a little bit more chalk for the final big battle. And here we go. Got to grit through it. Grit your teeth, Austin. Fighting for every point we got. Come on through the medium-sized one. He's going for some big reaches here. Goes for the vertical limit switch. This is when things get tense. 2 hands on. Might get a little further.
Just touch the next one. Yes!
Ooh, 28 touch points. Digging deep. You can see he's leaving it all out there.
That's going to put him in first in the burnout, getting that 28th touch point, and I don't know how many athletes will be able to get to that.
Only a handful to go. Charlie Mackey swinging into action now. New bar to beat. 28 touch points in 2:17.73. Quickly through that first section. Save some time where we can. Went to the red ring if possible. Little miss there. Got to arch that lobster claw a little higher. Shimmy over that strap so you don't clip that truss.
Well, if you're looking at the podium, the top 3, it really does come down to a showdown for third place. Charlie Mackey and Austin Burrows were tied coming into this for third. And Austin just put together a run that put him into first place on the burnout. So Charlie with some pressure here.
Nice.
To maintain a podium.
Yeah, great Gibbon swing tech there to just kind of get out of the doorknobs. Might opt for the static reach, but once the double grip here on the middle one, static reach and popping off with the lachey at the end. Picking up the pace a bit. Put the pressure on the rest of the field. If you can, what do we do here? No chalk needed, going right into it.
Looking for that 28th touch point.
Oh, he's moving fast again.
Good bump, Austin Burrows.
Going,
if he can do it.
Switching around. Doesn't get the grip.
And this is creating an interesting scenario here for 7th place. Owen O'Sullivan and Miles Wilson are going to be right on the bubble. Keep an eye on that 7th place qualifying spot. A lot of intrigue there between Miles and Owen with a few two competitors to go.
Cash Money chalking up. Ready to take on this burnout. Kicking into action. Just one move away from getting that hybrid buzzer. Sitting in a pretty good spot from speed. See how his grip holds up here. Try to weave through last couple of lobster claw moves. The benefit of going towards the tail end, you know what the top time is. In order to try to move through quickly and efficiently, link those moves best you can.
Yeah, it really comes down to the athletes analyzing the course, seeing Austin with that 28th touch point. Can you get to that 28th touch point? Do you want to try to speed your way there? Do you want to shake out and conserve energy? You know, as an athlete, you understand yourself better than anybody, so you know how to strategize this. Every athlete's a little bit different.
Quick throw those X swings. Cash swinging through now, looking for the cannonballs. Big kick back, gonna try to match on that third cannonball to get to the 4th. One more double up and a quick toss over to the trapeze. now it's down to how far we can get on this cliff line. Keeping the arms straight. Crowd coming alive, knows how much of a pressure point this is for these athletes towards the tail end of a burnout. Do we turn around? Do we take on the front side of the cliff ledge? And that's going to do it. Such a tough move to make.
And with only one athlete left, Strat, Austin Burrows, who has first place in this burnout, is guaranteed a podium spot after 10th in the hybrid.
Man, well, you say it every time you introduce the athletes as they come onto the floor before hybrid starts. Hey, you're never out of it. Keep that mental game strong. That's what we love about our format. Not over until that last run, and here we go. Bennett looking smooth right now. Going to have to take a little bit of a swing back. Try to get 3 buzzers today as we are swinging our way through right now. Pick on the lobster claws, good rotations around, no wasted movements. Careful as we get across off of those doorknobs. Good arches, trusting the one-handed grabs. Already kicking out forwards off the trapeze, moving into it. Static reach where you can.
Yeah, Bennett McFarland is ranked 11th in the nation in burnout. Moving with really good efficiency here. 1 minute on the clock.
Woo. Oh, he is not slowing down, hasn't chalked up any additional spots, just wants to keep moving, and now he's going to take that time.
Yeah, and he had a pretty good lead on the rest of the field. Cash Christensen was really the only athlete who could beat him here in this burnout realistically. And now it's just going to take one more placement for Bennett to move into first here.
Oh, and he is digging deep, going with a quick link laches, kind of sideways, hopping quick here.
Bennett McFarland moves into first place. He's going to win this West Sectional, and you know he wants more here.
Digging deep. He's using them like cliffhangers here. He's got a couple moves. Goes.
That moves him into first place on the burnout.
He ain't done.
Can we see a walk-off burnout clear here, Strat?
Oh, so close, Bennett. My goodness, but what a run. Man, oh man, what a way to close out the day. Bennett's going to get the interview with the Ganji. Really impressive run. Almost another buzzer. You could tell he wanted it bad.
Whenever you're ready, Bennett.
Really great job. Let's go have a chat with him.
Give it up for Bennett! We'll look at our camera this way. Bennett McFarland, first place on the burnout, first place overall on the day. Talk to me, how you feeling?
I'm really excited because this is going to be a really good run order for finals. And it was just a really good comp overall. Even though I won burnout, I'm a little bit upset about that. Tyler did the same thing yesterday, but overall, I was just trying to move a little bit faster than first place to there. I kind of knew what I had to do, but I still wanted to win the burnout. So I took some chalk there, got my time, and I just kind of started going down. Once I got to that last vertical limit, if it was like a trapeze bar, I would have gotten it. I just missed my hand. So I think I was a little bit pumped at that point. But I had a really clean start to the course, and I feel like that just paid off in the end.
Yeah, just talk to me a little bit about the pacing. We saw a lot of athletes, not a lot of rest being taken. Austin really put the pressure on the rest of the field by getting to that 28th touch point at a very fast time. What was it like? What was the strategy to not really rest and just speed to the end there?
Well, part of it was I didn't want to let him win the burnout because I trained with him.
Nice.
And the other thing was I just really wanted to win the burnout, and I don't know, the cliffs, like the last wooden ones, they didn't feel as small as I thought they would. The last one is horrible, but like those 3 wooden ones, they're not too bad. There's crimps, so I sped through the cliffs as fast as I could until the last thing where I VL'd it, tried to reach in, and I missed my hand.
Well, congratulations, an amazing weekend. Anything you want to say to the True Momentum crew or any of your coaches?
Thank you guys for being such amazing coaches and for being really good teammates. You guys have helped push me and helped me get here. Thank you guys so much.
Well, dude, congratulations, and we'll see you over there at the podium.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Strat, we'll have him come on out. We're going to close down the 13U for the weekend. That does it for our West Sectional. We'll get Strat out for the podiums, and then we'll close this thing down. Thanks for watching. Ooh.
All right, everybody gather around for the awards ceremony. Round of applause to all the athletes today. Amazing job. A lot of fun to watch. Top 7 athletes, come on out, qualifying for the championship. In 7th place, Miles Wilson. Miles headed out. All good, all good. Miles, we'll get you a gift bag eventually. All right. 6th place, Roscoe Fuller. Come on out, Roscoe. 5th place, Griffin Foote. Nice job, Griffin. 4th place, Charlie Mackey. In 3rd place, Cash Money. Come on out, Cash. In 2nd place, Austin Burrows. In 1st place today, Bennett McFarland with another back tuck for good measure. He's dropping everything, but that's okay. All right, give it up, ladies and gentlemen. These are our top 7 qualifying for the championship. Get those photos, parents, stand by. Stand by, fellas. Let the parents get those photos. Amazing work. All good. All right, jump on down, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Good question. And that's going to wrap up the live stream, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. See y'all at the next one. Boop. Woo! Thanks, y'all. Thank you, Ninja Intensity. Where's Ninja Intensity at? Thanks, Max. Thanks, Caden. Awesome job, y'all. Appreciate it. Any words? Close us out? Nope. Sign up for the Bucket Mania. Y'all got another bucket comp coming up. Definitely appreciate the hard work, man. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Caden.
Well, a huge thank you to Ninja Intensity, Caden, Max, John Mall, the entire Ninja Intensity crew. Did an absolutely phenomenal job this weekend in putting these courses together and pushing these athletes. A huge thank you to all of their efforts and for these amazing courses. And so that is going to do it for our West Sectional. We got 3 more sectionals coming up, Northeast, Central, and Southeast in the coming weeks towards the end of July, where we'll get more athletes to qualify for our championship, and we will head to Minnesota for the finals. And so if you are still yet to compete in this NSC Youth postseason, good luck, keep training. Cannot wait to see it. Congratulations to all the athletes this weekend. And that is going to do it. Strat?
Man, what a great way to start the postseason, man. A lot of fun here at Ninja Intensity. A lot of fun, exciting runs. And I'm sure everybody else down the line getting ready. It's going to be some fun ones, y'all. Tune in. Appreciate y'all's support.
Yeah, thank you guys. And to all of our Patreon supporters, all of our sponsors, this is literally not possible without your support. Thank you guys so much for doing this. It helps us put on these competitions. It helps us get awards. It helps us with the pro events. NSC does not exist without your support. So thank you so much for supporting our Patreon and for helping us put out more awesome ninja content and provide these opportunities for the athletes and the gyms. Thank you to the entire community. That's going to do it for Ninja Intensity and for our West Sectional. We will see you guys in a few weeks at Windsor Ninja Academy for the Northeast Sectional. See you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Champions aren't built in just one place. They're built at home, outside, and in gyms. Wherever you train, however you train, we will help prepare you for your next podium. Ninjas due Nord. We've got you covered.
From the secret factory in an unknown corner of the world, bucket of chalk is coming to you handmade, perfectly balanced, and made with love.
Ninja Strong was started at home, built by a family who lives this sport. A family willing to build for the next generation of ninjas. Not just to build obstacles, but to build confidence, courage, and determination. Because today's grit becomes tomorrow's greatness. Family built, Ninja Strong.